Hi, in this particular video we're going to be looking at translations. Now this is something where you're moving shapes along an XY grid. Unfortunately it's going to be very difficult to stop the video and have a go at each of the questions, but if you follow the link down below you'll be able to go through to my website and be able to download the worksheet, have a go at it for yourself. Once you get the hang of these things, they're fairly straightforward. They're aimed at round about grade 3, well worthwhile practicing. They do turn up in GCSE exams. Hope they're useful to you. Please do add a comment if you're not sure. I look forward to seeing you inside the video. Hi, in this particular video we're going to be looking at a quick test on translation of shapes. It follows relatively the same pattern on all of 4 questions, but please do follow the link below in the description, download the worksheet, stop the video, have a go at each of the questions and then compare your solutions. Okay, so we've got question number 1, translate shape A by the vector 10, and hopefully you can see it on the video, 10 over minus 6. So what this means is this is 10 in the positive direction and minus 6 in the negative direction. Okay, so the other thing to be aware of, and I have been a little bit sneaky with this particular one, is that each of the blocks represents 2 units. Okay, so just be very careful about that. So when we're counting 10 units, let's go from this point here. Let's call it A, and I'm going to move 10 units across. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 to there, and then 6 units down, 2, 4, 6. Okay, and that means that point, which we'll call A prime, ends up over there. So let's do the same then for the other 3 points of this triangle. So, and I do suggest you go point to point, or they call them vertex, the corner of the polygon or the corner of the shape. Just go point to point, it will make your life a little bit easier. Okay, so 10 along, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 6 down, 2, 4, 6, and there it is. Okay, this is B, and we're going to go to B prime, and then we'll call this C, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and then 6 down, 2, 4, 6 down, and that's going to be C prime. Okay, so when I join all of those together, I get my translated shape. Okay, hopefully that's all right for you. Please don't get fooled. Do have a look at each of the grids because they might be different. So with question number 2, it's fairly straightforward because we've only got 1 unit for each of the squares. So this one is going to be minus 5 in the negative direction and then 4 in the positive direction. So let's have a look at that. Again, I'm going to take an edge or a corner, call it A, and I'm going to move 5 along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4 up. Okay, hopefully that's all right for you. So that's gone from A to A prime. Okay, let's call that B. All right, I'm going to move 5 along. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 4 up. 1, 2, 3, 4. So the shape itself doesn't change. It's just actually moved across the grid. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so it's gone from there to there. So you've not changed the size of the actual triangle. All you've done is you've moved it across the grid. So if we move then on to question number 3, what we're being asked to do is to find that actual movement. And it says, describe the single transformation which maps shape A onto shape B. Okay, well, in this particular case, the shape itself hasn't changed, so therefore it's going to be a vector move. Okay, so what I would do is I would just have a look at one of the corners. Let's have a look at this one, and we're going to go from A to B. Okay, so let's have a look at where this shape ends up. Now again, each of those particular squares is going to be 2 units, so please do be careful about this. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to move from here to here. Okay, so let's have a look. We've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. Now it's 14 in the minus direction, minus 14, okay? And then we're also going to go in the negative direction downwards. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, minus 12. Okay, so we can say it's transformed by vector, excuse my writing, minus 14 minus 12. Okay, hopefully that's all right for you. So you don't need to do it for all the points. You can just do it for one of the vertex. It's absolutely fine. It's going to be the same result. Doesn't matter which point you choose or which corner you choose. Okay, and it's again a similar one with question number 4. Okay, so with question number 4, describe the single transformation. Okay, so the thing about this is that I do sometimes get students saying, well, it's a rotation. Well, if it was a rotation, what it would mean is that this triangle would go upside down. It would actually be the other way round, okay, where the top point here would be at the bottom there. So in this particular case, again, it's a vector, okay? It must be a vector move. So I'm just going to choose arbitrarily one of the points. I'm going to call that A. Now, the grid itself is a little bit friendly on this one because it's only 1 unit per jump. Okay, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's right. So it's going to move 7 in the positive direction, and then we're going to go 7, I think, down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, minus 7. So again, it's transformed. Okay, by vector 7. Minus 7, and that would be the answer to the question. They're usually round about two marks, I guess, for these sorts of questions. So they are fairly straightforward once you get used to them. You do need to practice them, you do need to remember them, but hopefully that's been okay for you today. Please do, if you're not sure, leave a comment. I'll always come back to you. We're going to be moving on in the rest of this playlist, and the next one we're going to look at is going to be enlargement. So please do follow along with the playlist, and I'll look forward to seeing you inside the next video.